All right, let's try this one more time. My name is Ezra Lane, and for as long as I can remember, I've been the one and only Spider-Man. All right, so where do we start? For as long as I can remember, I've been a multi-talented individual. When I was a kid, I picked up drawing and dancing. I think was one of the first ones at like 11 years old. Yeah, and I mean, like in everything that I did, I was always trying to give the most to it, especially in a creative sense. Like if I was dancing or drawing, or recently tattooing and making music, and now commission drawing and things. It's been a long journey to finally like settle on an art style or what I wanted my life to look like, because I don't look at this as just like, oh, I do portraits, so I do commissions. It's like, no, it's, I don't know, creating has been like a lifelong thing. It feels like it's just a second nature. Yeah, there was never a time in my life where I wasn't trying to do something. Not to say that I was successful at everything, but success takes a little bit of time and a lot of failing. And so anyways, I started drawing when I was a kid, dancing at 11. Then I found an interest in tattooing around 16-ish. I never had any direction. I never took art in school. I actually dropped out of school in 17 because Eminem said fuck school and my friend was doing it, so I did it. And from there, we kind of just did what all teenagers do, just skate around and smoke pot. I suppose not all teenagers do it. There's some who actually have their shit together, but was not one of them. But I started designing tattoos and things and looking at apprenticeships and stuff. And I think I did my first tattoo when I was 19. And then I think I got my first apprenticeship when I was almost 20. So still 19. So yeah, I still really didn't have much direction. I left the apprenticeship that I got, which I don't regret to this day. I don't know. I just had a feeling as soon as I started it, it was like, no, it was just a voice inside. My angel, one would say. So I stopped that. I was tattooing just friends, family and stuff for a while. Then started working as a bartender at 20, almost 21. It definitely brought me out of my shell to get a bartending job, but I did find out that it's just not me as well. Like that environment and the work type that it was, serving poison to people who were kind of just living the same life over and over every night. I don't know, it just wasn't my thing. Well, my thing. And then let's fast forward a little bit. I did that, tattooed for a little while, stopped tattooing, went back to the job, then started making music, then started tattooing again so that I could leave the bar job at the end of 2023, so beginning of this year. And then from the beginning of 2024 till now, I moved into an apartment and was doing tattooing and music for the beginning. Then I actually dropped music. Whole long story, I can get into it in another video properly. And so I moved out of the apartment somewhere around October, and then I got a job as a bartender again. That lasted all but a month, and I said, fuck this, I'm not doing this again. I'm not getting myself trapped in this. It's been nearly 4 years of bartending. I just could not do it anymore. And I said, fuck it and jump ship, man. I gotta learn to swim on my own. Now for about a month, 2 months and a bit, I've been posting videos more to my style of what I like to make. Or at least it feels like it. It feels more natural. I don't think I have too much trouble talking in front of the camera, but I still have a lot to learn. Sometimes I get nervous talking to the camera, but we'll see. Now I've been doing this for that many months that I said. I think it was 3. And now I'm working on my first commission piece. It is a dog. Let me show you. I got this little table so that I could stand while working because this fucks your back up. But it's a dog. It's like the eye of the like spinning the mic around. It's the eye of the dog over there. That part is the mouth. What's funny is that I didn't think I would be drawing animal portraits. I initially wanted to start with mini A5 portraits of people, like a cute portrait kind of thing, because they're fun to do. And what did I get? A big ass dog. An animal, which I don't usually draw. A big page, which I'm starting to draw more on. It's been really fun. You can just fit so many details in, but it's so time consuming. Fuck. But everything comes with its drawbacks. It's not going to be perfect, you know? I am essentially doing art for a living now. Is it what I wanted? Yes. Is it how I expected? I'm not quite sure yet. Does it have its setbacks? Everything has its setbacks. But it's how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Y'all don't got what it takes. Everybody's got what it takes. I thought I didn't have what it takes, And then the key to fixing not having what it takes is just doing. It's like, I'm afraid to do this, so I'm not going to do it. But the key to not being afraid of doing it is doing it. The fuck? Who would have thought? And so if you're thinking about quitting your job to become an artist, I can't give you that answer, and I don't think anyone can give you that answer, because it's going to be way different than you expect. And everyone has a different version of what success looks like, but it's just something you kind of have to figure out on your own. I can say that I believe that I have made the leap. I'm willing to do what it takes to do this. So if you're willing to do what it takes, take the plunge. Anyways, yes, my name is Ezra Lane, and I do drawings and graffiti and mixed media, and sometimes I make music. I haven't quite given up on it yet. It always calls to me a little bit, but we're taking a break. And I think people always say talent, and I'm not going to deny that I'm good at this. I know I need a lot more practice, but everything needs a lot more practice all the time. You can never get to a point where something doesn't need more practice. Well, at least that's what I believe. Maybe a bit less practice, but I don't know how to draw a dog. Like, who just knows how to draw a dog? Sure, it's like a dog and it's pretty common, but like, you walk up on a street and you see someone and you say, hey, can you draw a dog? And then they're like, maybe I can draw a dog. And then you show them a portrait photo and they're like, hey, can you draw this dog? Like, seriously? I don't think you're going to find a lot of people who can. But this has been challenging. I've, as you can see, done this so far. I'm taking a break on this. It's more just like a check that, and it's going to live there until it's complete, because it's going to take a while. Once I properly get started on it though, and fucking send it to the finish line, I don't think it's going to take as long as I'm anticipating, because I have been getting faster and better at drawing, practicing these other pieces. I've got 4 main pieces going at the moment, which maybe is not the best idea for a graphite artist, because it takes so fucking long to complete a piece. But I don't know, I feel like I have to be working on multiple things at the same time, and then they all just kind of like grow together. And when I complete them, they're like a body of work, a little phase of work. And then I try and move on to something else and develop a body of work and style in a new way, or whatever. I don't know. Maybe that's just my way of procrastinating as well, and believing that I can't finish a piece, which I can. I'm going to finish this one. I'm going to finish this bitch. It's actually not a bitch. It's a male dog. He cute though. Look at that. That looks sick. See, I'd like to do this. I'd like to keep a constant flow of commissions, but I don't want it to be my main source of income, because I feel like it's very choppy, and the price that I'm charging for commissions at the moment isn't necessarily top dollar. But if I can keep these going so that when I finish a piece, or when I'm like halfway or close to done with a piece, I can start another one and keep that like rolling over. But the main thing is getting prints and things out, because first of all, the prints, I can make my own artwork, which comes with a bit more customization and stylizing. For the commissions and things I do for people at the moment, I'm sticking more to using my skill I'm definitely a realism artist, but there's more to it than that, like I don't want people to just look at me as like, oh hey, there's Ezra, he draws. Actually, that'd be kind of cool. You can look at me like that. There's Ezra, he draws. That's sick. But I mean, like, I don't want to be so one-dimensional, like many things influence my art, and my art influences many things, like from the way I eat to the way I exercise to the way I dress. For me, it's like when I'm doing art, it feels like I'm expressing that, and why would I not want to integrate that into my videos and the process? And because it's me. And when you're buying a commission from me, you're getting me. Because to answer that question, how many people can draw a dog? Quite a few people can draw a dog. How many people can draw a dog like you or like me? Very, very few. And I say very few and not none, because like if you believe in the infinite monkey theorem, you could just get someone who, like, if you get a monkey to scribble on a page and it, like, I don't know, keeps on getting clean, you'll eventually start drawing like beautiful shit. If he's drawing on it infinitely, like he scribbles on a page and then it moves, and he scribbles on another page, if he does that infinitely, then there is a probable chance that a monkey could make this. Or I'm just talking a whole lot of shit to you. Where am I on this drawing? I'm here. Yeah. I've been trying to think of like when I properly decided this is what I want to do, and when I sort of started to develop the purpose behind it. I was trying to think of when exactly it clicked. I can say when it, I suppose, exploded. It was very recently when I was moving out the apartment. Just a whole lot of shit was happening, and I read 2 books: The Art of Focus by Dan Koh. Not sure about the surname pronunciation, might be an idiot. And then Way of the Superior Man by David Deida. I read those 2 books and mind blown. No, crazy shit. They really put a lot of things into perspective for me. They really opened my eyes to the possibility of what I could be career-wise as a man, as a supporting and providing human being. So if you lack purpose, I recommend reading these 2 books. They're gonna do it for you. How did I become an artist? How did I figure out how to do this? I don't know. If I had to sit with it and think about it and rationalize and all that shit, I could probably figure out some tutorials and tips and shit on what I do and how I got here. But off the top of my head, honestly, I just kept on doing it, and it just kept on getting better. And sometimes it didn't get as good as the next one. Like maybe it got 10% better, or it got 2% better. Still getting better. But for a lot of people, that 2% isn't enough. They want it now. And that was a big problem of mine. I wanted it now. I have to finish this piece in 2 weeks. It's my first proper big commission, and I have to finish it in 2 weeks, which is like the fastest that I've had to draw something before. This is 2 days progress. I think this for 2 days is pretty good. I've got some of that like ambient lo-fi playing in the headphones on ambient sound mode on like a low volume, so I can hear myself talk, but I still got vibes, and I don't think I have copyright issues. What we doing over here? So I did find a pretty cool technique today, where you take the thinnest blending stump and you scrape it to a real fine point, and then you take graphite powder, dip it, and you can actually draw like the underlaying darker fur and get like the shape of the thing, and then go in with the harder pencil, sharper pencil, and like etch out the shadows and stuff, which I thought was pretty cool. That's how I did this part down here, and then I took the eraser and like sharpen the point so it's like stabs the paper. I think it's looking pretty nice. All right, I'm gonna go now and focus in on this. There will be more of these. I want to grow more of like a community, and I figured with the longer videos I can show more of my personality, and it's more like, sick, this is me. Instagram is like chop and change, gotta make it sick, gotta make it dope, but better done dope, if not done perfect. Peace.